Welcome to Mount Rainier. Just got into Mount Rainier. We are starting early today because we have a lot scheduled, and a lot of people come to Mount Rainier hoping to see a bunch of good wildflowers, but we came a little bit later in the season because we wanted to see some changing colors of the fall.
Yes, and we're already here on the Skyline Loop Trail, and we can see some amazing fall colors. It's going to be so pretty. The hike here is about a 5-mile loop with 1,700 feet of elevation. It's the first one of the day, and we have some other stops planned. We're gonna see some waterfalls and some alpine lakes, and hopefully all the amazing oranges and reds and fall colors that we are hoping for.
Yes, it should be a pretty good day. We are excited to show you.
Seriously, so beautiful. We're less than a mile into the hike, and this hike has no chill. It's first a steep incline, and now you are at the steps portion, but it is so beautiful. We started the hike at around 6:30 here end of September, and we timed it perfectly with like the mountain behind me like being lit up in that golden light, and it's so beautiful. The deers were like running through the meadow. It's literally like a Disney movie, and it like brings me to tears. It's so beautiful.
So you can see behind me, that is the very famous Mount Rainier, but it also has another name, Mount Tahoma. Tahoma was the name that the native pile-up people called it. And our friend George Vancouver, who you probably know if you've been watching our videos, named Deception Pass. And I guess he has a history of just naming things weird because, yeah, this was already named. But Mount Rainier, or Mount Tahoma, is actually an active volcano. It is the tallest, largest active volcano in the continental US. Stands at 14,410 feet tall. So it is quite large. And even though it is active with seismic activity, it has not erupted for over 1,000 years. So who knows? Maybe it's due. Hopefully not while we're here.
we made it to Panorama Point, and we've never been disappointed with a point that's called Panorama. So here it is really cool because you can see like the entire like southern mountains, and you see the layers of the different mountains. You can really see well Mount Adams, and then you can see like a tiny little bit of Mount Hood, and then you can see like Mount St. Helens and the caldera where the eruption was. So it's really cool.
So at this point in the trail, right that way, you can actually take an offshoot and head towards what was once the largest and longest set of ice caves in the world. They mapped them in the 70s, but by the 1990s, they had all melted away. They were once one of the most premier attractions in the entire park, but you can still go visit and see where they were. Well, this was a great hike, but on to the next stop. Obviously, we have made it to our second stop of the day, which is Box Canyon, and it is very cool.
It's really cool. It's a really short walk from the road here in the Stevens Canyon section of the national park, which is the much quieter section. And Box Canyon is like the super steep, narrow gorge that was formed by a crack in the bedrock. And apparently you can still hear it cracking.
Yes, yeah, we haven't heard anything cracking, but they say that you can hear the cracks forming as the water's rushing through. But it's, like Senda said, super tall. I think at the bridge that you drive over, it said 180 feet to the water. And then from the observation deck here, 115 feet to the water. So basically from the top of the gorge. And then it is at its widest 13 feet wide, so super narrow. And it's just really cool hearing the water rushing through and seeing it. It's super powerful, and yeah,
super worthwhile spot along the road, really.
Absolutely. So that is going to do it for us here since it's such a short and easy one, and on to the next one.
Just parked at the Narada Falls trailhead, and we're now walking about 3/4 of a mile down the trail to get to the Washington Cascades Falls and to Ruby Falls, and then we're gonna turn around again and we're gonna hit up Narada Falls, which is supposed to be one of the best waterfalls here in the park. So excited for that. Alright guys, so we're coming up on Ruby Falls. I can hear it, so let's see if it's any good. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Do you see the rainbow?
So Ruby Falls is super awesome. I mean, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. You're looking at it and it just has the jagged like face to it, and it's about 25 or 30 feet tall, and the top is just rounded over and smooth from all the waterfall, and it's mossy. There's like berries growing up on the side. It's just a really cool waterfall. And then, you know, the way we did it is we walked up. You can park a little bit closer because it is kind of right at the road. But if you walk up like we did, you're gonna see the Washington Cascades. You're gonna come up on the bottom and you're gonna see the start of it. And it's like 600 feet of just cascading falls for the next bit of trail. And that's really awesome too. But yeah, can't recommend this portion of the trail enough. And on to Narada Falls. So Narada Falls is super gorgeous. If you only can like make it to the parking lot and look at the top, it's worth it. It's right there. But we highly recommend going to the lower viewing point because it is gorgeous. You see the full 168-foot drop. There are rainbows at the bottom. It is so worth it. So highly recommend. But now we are on to attempt the last waterfall of the day, Christine Falls. We've driven by it a few times and the parking lot's always full, so wish us luck.
Moment of truth. Is there any parking?
Is that
There is a spot.
There's a spot?
I think it's a spot.
I think there's two spots,
Yes,
technically.
turn signal.
Yep. We're going in.
Oh my God.
Great success.
It's as beautiful as I thought it would be. It's this waterfall that is like perfectly framed by the bridge. It's like every photographer's like dream. It's so cool.
Just so you notice too, sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. here praying that this night's gonna last.
All right, that was super awesome, and I'm really excited to see how the pictures came out. But now time for our last hike of the day, so we'll see you at the trailhead. We are here at Reflection Lake, and the lake got its name because in the mornings when the water is completely calm, you have this really awesome reflection of Mount Rainier in the water. It's a little bit late in the day and the water's a little bit wrinkly, so we don't have that this time. But this is the start of our hike. We're gonna go up to Faraway Rock. It's about 0.8 miles up to the rock, like 300-ish feet of elevation gain. And we should have pretty good views of both Reflection Lake and Louise Lake up on the top. So we're up on top of Faraway Rock and it is really beautiful. You have these 180-degree sweeping views of like the mountains surrounding it, and then down on the bottom you can see Louise Lake and you can see the different colors of the lake. It's really, really pretty. And then if you actually go a little bit further on the trail, I mean like not even, you know, like
50 feet.
Yes, there is this little like unnamed pond, and the reflection is really awesome. So the reflection that we missed down there at Reflection Lake is up here.
Yes.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a great hike to come and do because it's super short. It's a little steep, but it has great views, so it's totally worth it. And it's a great hike to end our day on. But it's the end of our day today, but not the end of the video. We have one more thing in store for you guys. We booked a unique hot spring experience, and we've never done anything like this before. So
yeah, super excited.
Yeah, so we are very pumped for that, and we're gonna need it after all the walking that we've done today. So it's definitely gonna be good for our bodies. But we'll see you guys in approximately 23 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We are here at the Cannibal Hot Tub, and it is a very cool experience.
Yes, so it's something that we've never done before. We are basically sitting in this metal cauldron, and there's a fire going on underneath us, and we're just like two like happy potatoes in a little soup, and perfectly themed for like spooky season.
Yes, it is wonderful. And if you're wondering, there are stones in the bottom of the tub so you can sit on or walk on that are not like the hot metal.
Yes.
So you don't burn yourself.
And then there is a cold water faucet that you can turn on to regulate the temperature in here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if it gets hot after a while, you turn on the cold water and it regulates it quite nicely actually.
It does a really great job. And then it's more than just the hot tub experience. You get like a cold plunge, and they have like this little guest house type of thing that has a shower. They set up like a nice water jug so you can have some water if you're getting a little bit dehydrated from the heat.
Yep.
It's just a whole experience.
Yeah, and we paid $140 for the hour. It gets a little bit cheaper if you're like getting additional hours, and you can also add on a sauna package if you want to. They do have a private sauna here as well. But yeah, we think it's a pretty good deal. It's just like a couple miles away from the Mount Rainier National Park gate.
Yeah, it's super close, so really convenient for us and really convenient for you if you want to plan this for after your hikes. You know, we did it a day later, but still wonderful. And we're going to enjoy our time in the tub a little bit, and there's a cold plunge, so I'm going to do that here in just a moment too.
Yep. It's all prickly, prickly. Woo!
Yep. That is cold. Refreshing. That's nice. Whew. Well, that was refreshing. But now we're back in the hot tub because we're gonna need to warm up a little bit.
Yes, but we're gonna say goodbye to you guys. So this was our fall adventure in Mount Rainier. And we really loved it. We loved experiencing the fall colors. We loved all the hikes. They were all awesome. And now ending it with the Cannibal Hot Tub is such a unique and cool experience. Let us know below in the comments if you would do this, if you would like boil like a little potato in a soup here like we did. And if you want to, you can book that same experience and we're gonna link it for you.
Yep, we'll do that, and that's gonna do it. And if you've made it this far in the video, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, and that bell and all for all the notifications and keeping up to date with our adventures. But we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Happy fall. Yes, it's such a short little stop along the road, and Stevens. Let's redo it, please. And it was actually formed by a crack in the bedrock. And
We're on the struggle bus.
yes, we are. All right, let's get this done. But narrow, it was actually formed by a crack in the bedrock. And
Yeah. No. We suck at this.
bedrock, which is still actively like cracking. You can actually hear it, as at least that's what they say on the signage.
We haven't heard it yet.
Yes. I thought you were gonna
Gotta keep going. Man, we have the bloopers are insane today. Okay.